So this one's sooner. Okay, hey everyone, welcome back to Jaraci Code 16. There's no info.txt for this series, so let's all make fun of these two. But that's okay. This is gonna be another game from Group B. Wait, it's in the replay channel? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Never mind, just make fun of me, I guess. Well, the map picks or the faction picks are the same again. It's another Con versus Coalition. So that's pretty funny. And it looks like RenderedSpy picked map 1 and Void Warrior picked map 2. Absolute buffoon. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's true. The rumors are true. By the way, Base Runner retired here from Void Warrior, but if I saw correctly, he did not smoke. So, game's already over, frankly. Yeah, what the heck, man? But it's gonna be Sandskimmer Fat, so Void Warrior is gonna go for some spice. You do love to see it. He does have the Base Runner retired, so obviously we're not gonna have any blast drones coming out here. But again, for RenderedSpy, we've got the Base Runner moving out very early, although he is getting LAV Fab this time, but... If it was another SC first, I think he would be a tough defense, because we saw that in the last games.
Proceed to rally point. Secure location marked. Research completed.
And again, it's going to be Assault Pack. So rather than getting his second production line, he's going to go for some upgrades for the units. Fortunately for him, the Salvager is going to scout this pretty quickly. But again, this Base Runner not really doing anything, right? Because once more, he can't just drop a turret down here. It'll get missiled out. Insult Pack. That's what we gotta call it in Joke Patch now. You realize this. Anyway, first Salvager is gonna die. And this Base Runner is just not really a threat. So once again, gonna not give my rubber stamp of approval here. We do have AVs teching this time. So he's gonna try and get some tech to deal with this. That makes LEV Assault Pack look even worse, by the way, but that's its own thing. But we actually have assault ships teching for Void Warrior. And that will be done in about 15 seconds. Oh, I thought he was throwing this over the rock. I was like, what the heck? No, we've seen him do this before. Again, this is interesting to see the logistics modules out where they can scout. I actually kind of like that, although it does make another point that you need to defend, of course, but... It's kind of fun to see. Damage 2 gonna finish for the LIVs. Again, you know exactly what I'm gonna say about this, but... Assault ships are done already, so that makes it look pretty bad. And Defenses 1 is gonna come out eventually. Probably should have engaged here. I actually disagree. I think he wanted to wait for the assault ship to pop out. So this is probably the right way to go. But yeah, Defenses 1 will finish pretty soon, and these LAVs are just not going to be very impactful, and they've already got so many upgrades that it feels pretty bad. We do have AVs coming out, though. So that will give RenderedSpy some defense. But yeah, the big advantage for someone in Void Warrior's position is that he can long distance mine as his opponent can't. So you can see he's gonna get these guys built over here. He hasn't gotten set up just yet, but I'm sure he'll do that momentarily. Uh-oh, bad rally point though, is maybe into getting the assault ship killed. Ooh, that's not good. Also, you need to have the skims in here if you're fighting. Oh gosh, this is not... Okay, he's not gonna lose the second assault ship, but that was a little bit scary. Note the artifact as well, by the way. And it looks like Void Warrior is going to say, okay, you beat me, I'm going to go back to ref mode here. The LAVs actually want to chase, but there's not much that they can do to the army, so they're going to go past them and try and hit the base. The skims can't actually fight them, though, because they still have damage, too, so this is a bit of a sticky position for Void Warrior, I gotta say. Assault Ship did something, so he gets a prize, I'm sure. Well, it looks like most of these units are just going to trade out. This is not the best trade for Void Warrior, but it's kind of okay because he's stopping his opponent from attacking his bases here. But he needs more assault ships. He's got to keep building here. Oh my gosh, he's going for siege cruiser fab. Whoa. Alright. We'll see if that works, but I have a feeling he's being attacked like right now, so... I don't know about that. By the way, first artifact does extract. That is a very, very early siege cruiser fab. He needs to be building assault ships though, like really badly. Also, note the carrier block. He's not going to be allowed to... He's not going to be allowed to shoot right now, so these high ground AEVs are actually going to start bonking him pretty hard. There goes the assault ship. Also, LAV is still fighting over on this side. Got one salvager kill there. And ref mode is done, so obviously this guy had to move over here as well. But if I were rendered spy, yeah, this is exactly what I would do. Move these AAVs out to the other side and attack there now. It's pretty hard to get the LAVs with the missiles. I think he was right to just kind of drive the carrier over. But what he really needs is just assault ships. Because, yeah, just carrier is absolutely right. More crap beats less crap every time, I'll tell you what. So, well, that's not true, but most of the time. He might be just saving for the siege cruiser here, but now he's gonna lose who knows how much on this base. And the salvagers need to be evacuating right now as well. Looks like they'll at least get another drop-off. Oh, these guys haven't dropped yet either. Oh dear. But surely he's got the money for the, surely he has the money now for the siege cruiser, right? So he should be building it immediately. Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty dire, but it's not totally over yet. You gotta get building the siege cruiser, though. Oh dear. Oh dear, Void Warrior. Oh dear. Your opponent's gonna be on 3 base pretty soon, and that's not gonna be good. Yeah, he looks pretty flustered. Well, at least the second base was, although the PC wasn't placed right, but... Okay, I think that's the Con of Siege, so that's good. Yes, that's the Con of Siege, alright. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be enough, but, you know, at least it's something. Now, if I were rendered spy right now, I would say, okay, I don't know what my opponent is gonna do to answer me, but if I get air, I can keep up the attack even stronger. So if I were him, I would start building air units here. And Con of Siege is out, by the way. Still no range upgrade, of course. That thing is very expensive, but he'll get that eventually. AC, BC, you know what I'm saying? Also, salvagers need to be running here. Gonna take a lot of damage. Oh dear, he loses 2 more salvagers. Oh dear. So the second base got wiped as well. There are 2 salvagers left on the board at all for Void Warrior. That's not good. Yeah, he has the Con of Siege, but I really can't imagine that he's gonna be able to make something happen with it here, really. We'll see if the Barrage manages to get some kills. That'd be a nice bit of luck. Oh, not quite. Yeah, if I were rendered spy, I would just go air anyway. In fact, that's what he's gonna do. Yes. Because if your opponent goes interceptors and you have strike fighters, you can still beat him into the ground, right? He doesn't have enough eco to keep up the air war. So I just kind of don't think it'll matter. Yeah, I don't know why he's building LAVs either, but... In fact, he's getting upgrades for them. I really don't agree with that. I don't think the base runner can extract here either. It's gonna be killed here. Something like that, but it's gonna be hard either way you slice it. Morpheus, Dorpheus, Orifices. It's Orpheus. And he's taking tech bombers again. He really likes to do that, but I would really recommend building some strike fighters here because, you know, they'll be out before a million years pass. So, I mean, if for no other reason, you want to have the strike fighters and start trying to kill off the siege cruiser. But you know, the main base is undefended, so this is pretty good for RenderedSpy again. He's going to start picking off more of these salvagers. How often does it happen? As often as I stop being lazy. But if you will check out the tournament announcements channel on Homeworld Universe, you'll be able to find the announcements from people live. Also, this is not really what LABs are made for, so I wouldn't be doing this. Oh yeah, did it do some friendly fire? Remember that series with Marchwadden where, like... Actually, I think, again, it was the JC8 finals, but in one of the games, he was gonna kill my carrier, and he killed himself with friendly fire before he could kill me off. That was a funny one. That was a funny one. Systems 2 gonna finish here. Don't really know what the carrier power is for, really, but... Honestly, the big story is that the bombers are getting done here. And they'll be able to kill off the KSC and then make some nonsense happen. I think there's a second one building, but it's kind of just... Oh no, that's a PC. That's probably good. Because if it's a second KSC, it's just gonna kind of be a lamb to the slaughter, you know what I mean? The bombers will kill it off and then... Okay, that happened. You know? Come the bombers. Yeah, I might just GG if I were Void Warrior here, to be honest with you. I mean, the game's not over yet, technically, but it doesn't look good at all. And I think RenderedSpy could even have been hitting him harder. Okay, yeah, he is gonna GG, so I think he agrees. I have no idea why he's taking missile batteries now, by the way, but that's alright. And RenderedSpy gonna take the first game. I gotta say, that's actually a bit surprising. I thought Void Warrior would be the favorite here, but we'll see if he can bring it back in game 2. Yeah, well, I think it was like, when he chose to pull back, that was okay. I think he could have done some good damage with the rush if he was a little bit more careful with the unit control there, but when he backed away, he was teching KSC, which was way too greedy. I think he just needed to build more assault ships, and he would have been fine. But here we are in game 2, we'll see if he changes things up. Just carry your nose, man. It's 1 on RU start for RenderedSpy, base runner not retired. I think we've seen this before. This is going to be SC first for him. And Void Warrior again with the base runner retired, but he didn't smoke. What a mistake. And he's going here with the Sandscreamer Fabs. So I think once again we're going to see an attack from Void Warrior, we're going to see defense from RenderedSpy. This time he's not bringing the base runner quite as far out, but it's still pretty aggressive. And this probe here is going to almost get killed by the PC right at the start, but he doesn't die. That's actually crucial. If you don't get to see anything with that probe, you're going to be in a really bad spot because, you know, your opponent can still rush you, now you don't have any vision, and you spent the money on it. Plus the cooldown is pretty big. Well, it's only 30 seconds, maybe it's not that bad actually. But I swear, Void Warrior, if you go ref mode here, I'm gonna die. No, 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 no. No, 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 don't do it. You already got LAB, Sandscreamer Fab, don't go ref mode. No! Oh. Not like this. Okay, he started building something out of the PC. No! No. Oh.
Construction resources exhausted.
Yep, it's the Phoenix SC. Ascon F.
Operational.
Oh no. Did anyone try PC Retire? Actually, yeah. Catharsis was known for trying that. I think Majir did it in one of the JCs at one point.
Logistics module.
Yes, exactly right. What Kaushma was saying. They'll mass produce the base printers and they'll make blast drones. Try and get extractions out. And then they just use the Conf carrier with its missiles to win the game. It's like a very map-specific strategy, though. You couldn't do that on you couldn't do that on any other map, really. But it might work on maps like Shallows, you know.
Proceed to rally point. Secure location marked.
By the way, this is why I hate the Phoenix SC build. Look, Voidware is just now getting on 2 base, and his opponent has been here for a little bit. In fact, I would not be surprised if he was building an SC to get up to 3 right now, right? And what, is it worth it for this one sand skimmer? This wouldn't give you any defense even if you got attacked. So, frankly, terrible.
Light attack vehicle.
Well, it works on Shallows just because the Conf carrier missiles are really strong and you can get the 3 extracts out.
Light attack vehicle.
But I mean, saying that it works is kind of generous. Your opponent has to make some pretty big mistakes to let it happen, but, you know, it can work, so...
Light attack vehicle in service. Research completed. Enemy light attack vehicle marked on approach.
Hey, he's getting production upgrade! Good! I mean, he did get a Salt Pack already, but still, I'm happy about this. LEV's gonna boost over, see if they can help this base runner, but I don't think they can. Dang, Houston, that's deep. Anyway, the base runner will die here. Only for the price of 1 skin. It's not bad at all for Void Warrior. He's actually got a heavy railgun out. What the heck? I think he's kind of lacking for scouting. You should be trying to see what his opponent is up to, but as a matter of fact, there is an armored assault vehicle out here, and RenderedSpy is teching railguns, so maybe it's going to turn out to be fine for him. And RenderedSpy being a little bit slow to his 3 base here. I think in this kind of a game state, you really wanted to just be on 3, but he's teching a lot of things, he's building a lot of units, so that's going to put the pressure on him to do some damage to Void Warrior, otherwise he's just going to let him get up onto 3 base. That's Skim Armor 2, by the way. The main base is under some attack by LAVs. Looks like they're just going to boost out of there, though. And this AV, actually, I don't think can really fight, but you have to be so careful with this. No! This railgun. Don't get close. Ugh. Okay, that was really bad. If the LAVs happened to have been with the army, I think that Void Warrior might have just lost the game right there. You gotta keep this guy really far away, right? Because heavy railguns actually have pretty low DPS. What they do is they have range. You've got to keep them far away from this terrain where they can't shoot over. Oh gosh, see, this is what I'm talking about. Smoke could be used here to keep this AV alive, by the way, but it's not going to happen. They do have Sunder, that's true, but here come the LEVs, they're boosting in, and I think they're just going to kill off this railgun. And now it's LEVs versus, or LEVs and AVs versus just Skims, which is not exactly where you want it to be. I guess these LEVs are going to get killed, though. I mean, if I were RenderedSpy, I would have run them out this way. Oh, and why is he retreating? No, don't retreat. You just killed your opponent's army. Oh no. Okay, well, never mind. Everything's gonna be fine for Void Warrior, I guess. Also, just a little tip on the Shallows. I don't like to drive the carrier over here because it tends to get stuck in this spot. So I'll just leave it here and have a support cruiser go hold the 3rd. Well, he killed the relevant army, right? I mean, these AVs were the kingmakers on the field. They could have been on the 2nd base doing damage when this railgun popped out, so... Wait, did I say Shallows? Tip on Firebase Krill. But yeah, I think the carrier tends to get stuck here, so I just bring an SC over to that location. And now he's building rail... What are you building railguns for? Huh, well, that's interesting. You know what? This would be a really good spot for a gunship, actually. But we'll see. Either way, you know, third base had to be evacuated for a second, but I don't think it's a huge problem for him just yet. Well, bombers wouldn't be great yet. I mean, there's nothing for them to target, but they're generally pretty good. He's gonna try and take this fight here now. This seems a little dangerous. He does have the high ground on the railguns though, so he's gonna start winning that fight. I think, yeah, this is exactly what I would do if I were Void Warrior. Just have the skims ignore the AAVs and kill off the railguns. Smoke is good, but you can just kind of hide. Oh my gosh, you can just kill everything. No! Why are you retreating? Go back in! Okay. I swear. That's good, alright, so... Again, like, I don't think you win that fight using railguns. Just Carrier might be right, you just needed more AVs. I think the gunship would have been really good. But... yeah, I don't know why he was building rails there. This is starting to look really bad, actually. This is kind of an aggressive logistics module as well. Gives good vision, though, but... yeah, I think for Void Warrior, it's hard to kind of get up on top of this hill. The Z-Fight hill. I only just noticed that. That is egregious. Anyway, I would probably take the railgun up onto this high ground instead and try to just siege the base down. See what he's going for tech, though. I don't even know. It's gonna be missile ships. Alright, see, he knows that air could be coming. And it's gonna be air. Hey, Void Warrior. Let's go. Very good, very good. He's getting his railgun armor set up, which is awesome. Yeah, this is good. I like this a lot, actually. I think that RenderedSpy is not really going to win on the front line at all now. He needs to try and make some kind of flank happen. Wait, what the? It's Con F Siege! What the heck? How did he get this? Well, guys, he pressed the win button, so I guess the game ends now. But yeah, see, now he's going where I want him to, which is up on this hill. If you can get the railguns set up, like, right here, for example, with the sand skimmers here, you can just permanently inhabit this base. Your opponent is never allowed to mine here anymore. Also, the line of sight is kind of trolling, line of sight is kind of trolling him here, but, you know. 2 AAVs do die, and the base has to be evacuated. That siege cruiser, or support cruiser got really low as well. Jeez. But it's gonna survive just by the skin of its teeth. You could make a dive to kill it with the skims, but I usually don't like it when people do that. Because those things are probably worth more to you alive. And these two really need to be making the flank happen by now. Here comes the barrage from the siege cruiser, that's always nice. But bombers are on the way, so at least there is something that RenderedSpy can use to try and fight this. Void Warrior is actually backing up, though. I mean, your opponent is not allowed to have this base, even with his carrier. Just get the railguns up on this hill, and he has to leave. No, I think he should just keep pressuring here. Because he wins on this front. There's no way that RenderedSpy can beat him there. Although, that's a good point. Like, if the Con of Siege was on this side, yeah, things would look pretty bad. Here come the bombers, though, so let's keep our eye on this. Con of Siege could be killed with the second bomb here. No, 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 don't go for the missile ship. No! Oh! Okay, well, he did still get 2 railguns, which isn't bad, but... I think with the Con of Siege still alive, you still can't really fight this army. Okay, he's finally backstabbing. This is good. This is good. Radar guided is coming out, and then I would actually take interceptors here as well. Again, I just think they're very, very good for hitting those bombers. Siege is retreating. That's going to be fortunate for him because it'll be able to help fight off this attack here.
Taking effective fire. Hostile railguns. Moving down.
It's Kentucky Fried Chicken, man. What are you, stupid? The skins want to dive here. I wouldn't do this. This seems risky. Is that actually gonna hit? But I'll try and keep it all in frame here. It's a little difficult. Really nice barrage from the Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah, this backstab is getting really nasty. There is a railgun out here finally, it looks like. But look at this, he's actually moving the entire army back to deal with it. This is something that you see people do quite a bit, which is very bad, right? If your opponent starts backstabbing, they just like send everything over there to deal with it, even the guys who are supposed to be up on the front line. And that's a really good way to lose all of your field pressure. It's not good to do that, so that's gonna be fortuitous for RenderedSpy. It takes a lot of the pressure off of him on this side. But still no interceptors, and again, I think you really kind of need it to fight these bombers. This is going to be another kind of siege dying here. Wait, what? It lived. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I guess they survive if they're moving. Well, that kind of sucks. I guess you need 3 to kill them for sure. I figured that 2 would kill it even if it wasn't moving, or even if it was moving, but...
Support cruiser now operational. Maintenance personnel to stations.
Yeah, now that is also a very strange thing. Remember when we tried to give the precision bomber bombs to the turret in Joke Patch, and they would just, like, stand still forever? Like, what? This is that classic frontline PC, by the way, so he is doing the thing. Kind of Siege is gonna get a juicy barrage here, and then it'll be just ready to frontline attack. This is not a good fight for RenderedSpy. Oh my gosh, the AoE is gonna be insane here. You can't be taking this at all. Even worse if there was railgun EMP, but jeez, this is not it. This is not it, man. This is not it. Oh gosh. Oh no. Well, that happened. There are bombers in the air? You better get some good hits here, or else the game is like about to end. This is really bad. He's gonna get all 3 bombers out though, I definitely agree with that, because apparently he needs all 3. As we just learned. And I think you just target the Con of Siege with them. Looks like he's gonna hit the railguns instead, and then these 2 will hit the Con of... Yeah, okay, great bomber control actually. Kills almost everything. There's only 1 Con of Siege left, as well as a missile ship, but there's actually railguns here, so I think that Voidware is gonna have to retreat. Okay, interceptors are finally teching, which is good. By the way, it would be nice to have the mobility support on too. That's kind of what the frontline PC does for you. Attempt at the barrage, but that's gonna whiff. I think the Con of Siege will be fine, it'll be able to get out, but if the bombers are able to recharge fast enough, this thing will still die. It's sundered as well, so these AVs are actually doing some serious damage to it. Yeah, this thing's just dead. Because the next bomber will come out and it'll just finish it off. By the way, Skims here are not really going to be able to do too much on this front, so I would bring them over here and try and backstab. They've actually got full outs, oh my gosh.
Light attack vehicle in service.
Bomber's ready. I think we'll see that launch right away. At least we should. I mean, he can kill off this kind of siege, I'm pretty sure, so it'd be nice to do that.
Rally point set.
Yeah, I'm a little hesitant to check, but let's see what the units lost tab looks like. Oh gosh. Yeah, this has been a bloody fight. This has been a bloody fight. But here come the interceptors. Afterburner is always nice to get as well. Just get those guys a little faster so they can track the enemy air force a little more efficiently. In fact, Voidware should know that. He's an RM player, right? In RM, when you get your fighter's speed, they actually gain more damage, right? Because they can attack more quickly. Same thing. So getting the Afterburner upgrade would be really good here.
Proceed to new coordinates.
Looks like he wants the PC, actually. And this one interceptor here is going to do what it can to try and fight off the bombers, but it might be a little tough for just him. No, it looks like he's got a buddy now, so they should be able to get this kill. Yep, one bomber goes down. But I reckon the other two will get out fine, and this is a good trade for RenderedSpy, but it does mean, okay, finally the heyday for the bombers is over, right? Now they have somebody who can contest them on the field. And there's a lot of PCs out here for for Voidware. In fact, I think he thinks that this siege cruiser is a PC because he's bringing it back to the base. But I think there's 4 of them. Oh, right, there were 4 of them, but one of them just died. But you can tell he's a Vagrant player, right? There's no doubt about that. Yeah, you do probably want one of these PCs on the, you do probably want one of these PCs on the base, though. I don't know how else to say it. Now, if you're RenderedSpy, you gotta be so careful with this push. Because you're moving into a choke point towards 2 kind of siege cruisers. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, actually, it looks like he's gonna kill off this KSC. Not quite. But still, I mean, look at how much splash damage he's taking. It looks like the bombers want to have their hand at this. Definitely. But one of these PCs should definitely be back on the 3rd base. Looks like the LAVs are going to try their hand at the main base. They are going to get a kill, but I think that this is probably not a great attack. And PC is the target again here. No, it looks like he's going to change fire onto the missile battery. It's going to get that and some railguns, pick off one more rail. He could have killed this kind of siege, which would have been pretty big. But these guys both have the barrage, I think. So if he knows that this this push is coming, which he's going to see it with the interceptors now. I think SCA is done, so just be a little careful. But is there a missile battery in there too? There's 2 of them. But these 2 kind of siege cruisers could get a really nasty barrage right now. They ought to be doing that ability. There it is. Oh, it's a little misplaced though. I think he's too far out. Hey, it's you! This is a complicated fight. He didn't actually really get many kills here, and he lost a lot to the bombers, so I think that was probably not great for Void Warrior. We're at like 12,000 CUs lost on the units lost tab. What the heck, man? This is brutal. Oh my gosh, it's an arty cruiser. Hey, that's actually pretty good. When kind of siege is doing its barrage, it has to stand still, and if you get the precision strike on them, you'll kill them in 1 hit, so... Not like 1 missile, but, you know, by the time the volley ends, they'll die. So, that's pretty good. At this point, the Conniff player normally has got to go for EMP, although it'd be really nice for him to have range as well at this point, but... Actually, he's got them, yeah. So he makes kind of a hard point for the error, right, with these missile batteries, because if his opponent tries to use the interceptors there, he loses them, which we actually saw Void Warrior do earlier. This is crazy, man. No, we're doing some casting for the new Homeworld tournament right now. Arty making itself known. Sometimes I actually like to turn off the auto-targeting until I do my first barrage so my opponent doesn't even know, but... Uh-oh. Interceptors can launch here. You can see Void Warrior going to fire them out. So he will get some bomber kills on the chase, but that PC is already dead, and I think that's pretty good for RenderedSpy. Let's see what the interceptors are able to do here. I don't think they ever got Afterburner, so... He's actually going to break off the chase! Oh my gosh, he didn't get any bombers for that. Oh no. That's really not good. Yikes. Yeah, as far as I know, this is his first tournament.
Destination set. We're clear. Use exhausted. Coordinates confirmed. Green line confirmed.
Wow, look at this. So the main base is mining out now, right? But it looks like he actually only had 4 salvagers here. Like, I think he pulled 2 of them off to go mine over here. That's so cool. Anyway. I don't know what's going on over here. But you can see that Void Warrior mined out his main also. So these salvagers here, you can just retire them, right? They're not gonna do anything for you now. Yeah, no, this is actually like an insane battle right here. The Con of Siege, I think, is just getting outranged. Like, he still doesn't have the range upgrades, so it's giving him some difficulty. Oh, but the AoE as you pop out of the smoke is so bad for RenderedSpy. Still, though, only 1 Con of Siege is left. It's gonna fire the barrage now, so if you know where it is, just precision strike on that and you'll kill it off. Oh my gosh, what a battle. Oh, I guess maybe the bombers can just take care of the KSC. I think this... Oh no, there's still interceptors left. They're gonna try and mark the bombers, but again, they don't have afterburners, so it's a little difficult. And Void Warrior still doesn't have his PCs on his bases, which is definitely not helping him here. Oh no, he's gonna lose another one now. Ooh. Wait, what? Oh. One of the bombers docked. No, I think he kind of has to do it, because he doesn't have anything else left, right? I mean, if he doesn't use this carrier, all he's got now is just like the 1 Con of Siege. Yeah. Well, I think one of the bombers docked instead of launching its bombs. Anyway. Void Warrior's gonna GG though, he's had enough of this. And that means RenderedSpy is gonna beat him 2-0. That puts RenderedSpy almost certainly in 3rd place in the group, because now his scoreline is 2-4. Technically, if Void Warrior won all 4 of his other games, he would make 3rd instead and kick RenderedSpy down to 4th, but still. Wait, what is going on over? Oh, that's an emote. I thought that was something on the ground. I was like, what is happening here? Wait, you had 19 tapes? Oh my gosh. That's terrible. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll move on to the next one.